I get this question a lot. Why is it so hard to leave the narcissist? They will say, I know that this person is no good for me. I know that they're toxic. I know that I'm with a narcissist. I know that this person gaslights, manipulates, and controls me, but I cannot leave this narcissist. There are so many people that is struggling to leave, and it's simply because of a few things. I want to give you those few reasons and then give you a solution. Let's get started. Reason number one is because of the broken promises. They give you this repetitive promise, okay, of we can go to counseling, I will make the change. Whatever the change is that you've been wanting them to do, they begin to try to show those things, okay, or show those changes to give you hopes. So it causes you to stay in the relationship or bring yourself back. The next thing is a big one, which is soul ties, okay? The person have developed soul ties with this person. Let's just be honest. Mental ties, physical ties, emotional ties, sexual ties, spiritual ties have been developed in this relationship. So you're trying to pull yourself apart from someone that you have made a little tie with. And I'm here to tell you that the only way to break that tie is to come out of a covenant with them spiritually, okay? Repentance, and break that soul tie. The third reason is finances, okay? The person, typically the woman, when this situation does happen, she's not working, okay? Haven't worked in quite some time, and for the most part have been a stay-at-home mom or only have a part-time job. So they feel like they're not going to be able to sustain themselves, okay? They're not going to be able to pay rent. They won't be able to pay for groceries. They won't be able to support the child or the children simply because they have been relying on this narcissist. And little do you know, the narcissist all along wanted to be the person that they have to depend on so that it keeps them in this relationship. A lot of people don't realize that these demons that's inside of the narcissist know how to play the game well, and they play it very well. And so as a person who's trying to leave this relationship, there's just some things that you have to do to prepare yourself, which we're going to talk about in a bit. This one here is a big one. They have no support, okay? Or maybe you don't have support, meaning you stop talking to your family. You stop talking to your friends. Matter of fact, you move to a different state away from them, and now it's just you and that narcissist and their family and your children. And so now you feel like you have no circle, okay? No support team. So you stay in it because really you don't want to be isolated and or by yourself. This one is a big one. You have children with them and you married, okay? Or you just have children with them. So it makes things a little bit more difficult in leaving the narcissist simply because you have children that's going to have to still see this parent. You're still going to have to communicate with them. You're still going to have to deal with their gaslight, their manipulation, their control. And ultimately, you're just like, it's better for me to stay in this relationship to diffuse that situation. But I'm here to tell you that that's not the smart thing to do, because your children sees what's taking place. They feel what's going on. And you're also damaging and causing more trauma to the child by actually staying in that relationship. That itself needs to be a whole nother video, which I will do. So there's so many different things that I can just talk about on this in particular topic. But you may be asking yourself, well, how do I defeat this thing, right? How do I overcome this? And here is your answer. You need an exit plan. You need a game plan on how to leave this relationship. Unfortunately, a lot of people, they leave 1, 2, 3. I mean, it goes up to 6 and 7 times, and they drag themselves right back to that relationship simply because there was no plan in place. When you make a plan to leave this narcissist, I mean, a day, a time, you've got your place and your security deposit for your place, and you've already placed it. You've already scheduled for your rental truck, okay? You already developed yourself a support team. You've already got yourself a job already lined up and already started. These are the type of things that you have to already have going for yourself before leaving the narcissist. Unfortunately, this means you may have to stay in that relationship just a little bit longer until you are able to have all of these things done so that, okay, hear me out. I know some of you was like, she crazy. No, I ain't doing that. Because some of you don't have a choice. But so that you can be in a more stable and have stability so that you don't go back to the relationship. And for some of you that may be the lucky ones, you may have a family or friend that you can go stay with and then develop this whole thing so that you can get on your feet. That's great for you, but not a lot of people have that option. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my book right here in the description, which you already probably see it. And I want you to know that you're not alone. You can develop an exit plan to help you to stay gone and to stay free from this narcissist. Now listen, I'm telling you from experience, it can be done, okay? It may be challenging, but it can be done. And if you have any questions, you can always leave it in a comment or you can inbox me. Be blessed.